Welcome to your Breathwork for Beginners instructional video. Whether you've tried breathwork before and you're new to me, or you're new to breathwork entirely, I've made this short video to set you up for success for your breathwork journeys. I'm going to go over the top 3 types of breathwork that I use in my sessions so that you're familiar with it and are able to fully immerse yourself in the experience. Every breathwork teacher is different and every breathwork class is different. So it's always good to keep that in mind and show up with an open mind and an open heart. If you don't already know who I am, my name is Kimberly. Most people call me Kim. I have been teaching yoga for over 10 years. I've tried breathwork several different times until one day I had a revelation, an epiphany. I was so blown away by the power of this type of breathwork to bring clarity, peace, relief from self-doubt and from just stuck emotions that were really in my way of expressing the most highest version of myself, that I felt the call to facilitate this work. Whether you've tried yoga before or you've tried meditating before, I really believe that this is a lot of the times the missing piece in people's practice. It can be really hard to just settle down into stillness and try to clear your thoughts and reach some sort of transcended state. This style of breath work is going to facilitate a state of non-ordinary consciousness. And that is really going to help with creativity, coming to new solutions for perhaps problems that you've been facing over and over again, really feeling more clear on your path and even more joyful and lighter. The first thing I do in my session is ground, establish safety in the body, and this is done with a breathing technique that many know as box breathing. Box breathing has equal parts inhale, pause, exhale, pause, like you're making a box. Navy SEALs use this breathing technique to calm the nervous system, establish focus, and be able to perform better. The timing of this breath can change. All depends on what is comfortable in your body. We never really want to force. We want to lean into our body's own natural rhythms and ability. The next main technique that is used for the majority of my sessions is a 3-part circular breath. The first inhale is into the belly, the second part of the inhale is into the chest, and the third part of the breath is just a passive exhale. We're activating, we're moving some energy, and that is what this 3-part rhythmic breath is going to help us do so that we can facilitate clearing, emotional release, getting out of our head and into our body, and reaching that place that a lot of meditators will speak about, this place of oneness. After about 10 to 15 minutes of this active style of breathing, I'll typically invite people into breath retention. We'll pause at the bottom of the breath. And the pause can last about a minute or so. If you feel like you need to breathe before that minute is up, you can take a breath and go right back into the retention. Just meet yourself where you're at. After the breath hold at the bottom for about a minute, I'll invite everyone to take a deep breath in, fill all the way up, and then pause the breath. And as you pause at the top of the inhale, pull up on the pelvic floor muscles by squeezing those muscles that we use for elimination. After that in-breath hold for about 15 seconds or so, we're going to exhale audibly and just let that go. After the breath retention, we go right back into the 3-part circular rhythmic active breathing. Belly, chest, exhale. After active breathing is an opportunity to make some sound, to shift energy with vibration from the throat, from the chest, from the belly. Sometimes it's a scream or a yell. I was very afraid of taking up space, and this part of the practice really helped me with that, of just being able to say the uncomfortable thing or look weird or whatever it is. It's very liberating, and I do invite people to try it out. And then after the sounding portion, we celebrate. We breathe life into this space that we've created. The very last portion of class is similar to a shavasana in a yoga class, where we slow the breathing down, breathe in and out through the nose in what is called heart coherence breathing. It's a slow 5 count in through the nose and a 5 count out through the nose. And this helps to bring us back down to that calm, peaceful state. We get to enjoy that moment of stillness. And that's oftentimes where a lot of clarity, revelations, inspirations can come in. It's also important to talk about some of the common sensations that can occur during this type of breath work. It is very common for the mind to feel scattered, especially within the first 5 to 10 minutes or so. But if you just stick with it, the mind will eventually calm down and be more focused and centered. Another common sensation is the feeling of being a little lightheaded, which is why we typically will practice this technique laying down, because we want to keep ourselves safe and comfortable and not fall over. Another very common sensation is tingling somewhere in the body. Could be the hands, could be the face, might be a feeling of tightness. This is caused by the biochemical changes that are occurring in the body. It might feel like your hands are starting to cramp up and starting to turn into a claw-like shape, or you might start to feel like your lips feel stiff. That is all very normal and very temporary and does subside after the act of breathing is done. If anything becomes too uncomfortable, you can always slow the breathing down, switch to nasal breathing, and that will reduce the intensity of any sensations that are coming up for you. Another common thing that could occur is a change in temperature. You might feel like you're getting hot and sweaty, or you might feel like you're getting cold, which is why it's nice to have a cozy blanket nearby for your comfort. We don't want the sensations to ever take over your experience, but they are a part of your experience. A really good technique to lean into is movement. Maybe just a little bit of shaking of the hands or a wiggle. All of this is in support of moving and shifting the energy that is ready to be shifted. Keys to success in this practice: keep focusing on breathing no matter what. That is going to provide the most benefit to you, whether you're breathing through the mouth, through the nose, whether you're breathing more quickly or more slowly. Keep an open heart and keep an open mind and trust the process. If we lean into this trust we have in our bodies, in our breath, there is something that is on the other side of deeply feeling that is in support of your highest good. We want to train those breathing muscles. We want to get them stronger. We want to promote our ability to stay in the practice. So trust yourself, show up, and stay open.